Hello, my name is Stephen Yoon, and today I'm going to be talking about engineering. I chose this topic to research about because I'm going to be majoring in mechanical engineering in college. So, so you might be wondering, so what is engineering? To summarize in short, engineering is the mechanics and the construction of tools and machines of all sizes, from something as small as a nanorobot to something as big as an entire manufacturing facility. Engineers are basically responsible for making everyday objects possible, such as alarms, trains, video games, and even something like toothpaste. Things such as cars, ships, boats, and aircrafts are some of the few examples of vehicles created by engineers. And also, different types of engineers do different types of things, and some engineers design and produce chemical compounds. Um, and yeah, so what are their jobs? Um, their jobs are to solve problems that everyday people face. And to solve these problems, they use tools like math and science. Some problems may include things like making your alarm go off at the right time in the morning, or making sure the toothpaste that you use to brush your teeth has the right balance of chemicals, or making sure airplanes can fly so that they won't crash. Because of the stuff that engineers do, because of the work that engineers put in, people can fly on an airplane without the drawbacks of worrying too much about safety. And okay, so what do different types of engineers do? So there are many different types of engineers. There are very many. So if I were to give an example, if I were to give detail on describing every single engineer, that would be too time consuming. So I'll try my best to describe as many engineers as I can using an example, and that example would be an airplane. So for an example, a mechanical engineer would design the engine of an airplane. A mechatronics engineer would devise the controls. The fuel of the airplane would be extracted by petroleum engineers, and that fuel would be refined then by chemical engineers, and electrical and software engineers will build a navigation system into the airplane. Um, just like this, it will require there's a lot of engineers that work together in order to make a vehicle or just complete or just make something happen. Um, there are many other machines and things in the world that would not function without these help from a lot of these different types of engineers. Okay, so here are some of the biggest examples by um, oops, sorry, here's some of the examples of the most impressive work done by engineers. In Dubai, there's a skyscraper called the Burj Khalifa. It is currently known for being the tallest building in the world, standing at a whopping 2,722 feet in the air. Also, or 829.8 meters. What's also impressive about the Burj Khalifa is it stands super tall. It is the tallest building in the world, but it also stands on one of the hottest places on Earth where temperatures can reach up to 122 degrees Fahrenheit or 50 degrees Celsius in the summer. Um, so, an interesting story about the skyscraper is that the skyscraper was built from a process of trying to figure out how to set 45,000 cubic meters of reinforced concrete in such a hot environment. And the solution was found when they decided to pump solution of ice liquid concrete on top of a 55,000 ton steel frame during the night vertically. And that was how the Burj Khalifa was born. Um, Another example of one of the most impressive work done by engineers would be designing bridges. And the best example of a bridge would be the Golden Gate Bridge. Golden Gate Bridge stretches 1 mile long. The whole bridge is a mile, and it stands on